All right, so you definitely want to know if your client have insurance, right? One thing you do not want to ask them is, do you have a life insurance in place? Most likely, they will say, yes, of course I have life insurance, and may not even have life insurance. So, how to find out what do they have in place? I'm about to tell you. So here's the next script. And do you currently have a whole life or a term policy, right? That is very, very important to ask. Do you have a whole life or a term policy? What that does is give them only two choices, either a whole life or a term. Well, really three. Say they have a whole life or a term policy or no insurance at all. So and if they say like, oh, yes, I have a yes, I do have coverage. Great, awesome. Is it a whole life or a term policy? Right. So you want to get the answer out of them so you can know really how you can assist the client. All right. And so were you looking for just enough to cover your funeral, or if affordable, where you wanted to leave some money behind? All right. So you want to make sure that you're wanting to know again, what can you do for the client? Now, if they have coverage, great. How long have you been with them? Finding this out is very, very important. You want to know if a client had a policy 2 months ago or 20 years ago, right? And that way you'll know if you have to replace the policy, or just to see how much more coverage do they need. All right. So how much coverage do you have? Because funeral has gone up 5% since last year. When you're looking to see what you qualify for. So in this section right here, do not ask them, do you mind? You don't have to, do you mind telling me? Because if you ask them like, do you mind, and then you follow up with a question, they probably are going to mind. So be assertive and have control, and telling them, or asking them, how much coverage do you have? Great. Because funeral has gone up 5% since last year. Well, you're looking to see what you qualify for. Funerals go up every year. All right. And so now you just kind of figure out what they're wanting, or what they want to get buried or cremated. That way, again, you can figure out if they need just enough to bury them, get cremated, or just to leave some money behind. All right. So that is the video of finding out what they have in place already.